All right, we've now heard from all of the candidates, but it's an amazing race in Iowa right now. The vote, it's so close right now. Look at this. Rick Santorum is ahead of Mitt Romney by 5 votes, with 99% of the precincts reporting only 5 votes. We're going to hear, we've heard from all of the candidates giving their speeches over their campaign headquarters. We expect to speak with Rick Santorum shortly, get his thoughts on what has happened. Let's go over to John King at the Magic Wall. John, 1% of the precincts remaining doesn't get 5. I don't remember a time when it's been this close. I think this is the closest Iowa caucus ever.
No matter what happens with the final 1% of the precincts, we have the closest result in Iowa history. Purple is Rick Santorum. You see the impressive nature, the breadth of his performance tonight. Unfortunately for Senator Santorum, a lot of these counties in the middle, I'm not taking anything away from him, are smaller counties population-wise. You say he's ahead by 5 votes right now. Will that hold up? Will that hold up? We don't know. We need to see the final precincts come in. Looking at the map suggests it will not hold up, and let me show you why. Story County, a large county, about 2% of the precincts out. Governor Romney winning here, Ron Paul second, Santorum third. When you get to 98%, very rare do you see a big structural change. Governor Romney, if he stays in first place with the 2% precincts coming in, likely to pick up some votes there. Let me move over to the eastern part of the state. You see Dubuque, this is big Romney country, 100% of the vote in here. Come down just a little bit south. Ron Paul is winning this county, Jackson County, but Governor Romney coming in second. If these percentages hold up, a chance for Governor Romney to pick up a few votes there. We'll see if Senator Santorum can pick up the gap. Move down, more votes out here, 3% in Clinton County. You have Mitt Romney winning here. So the possibility exists, this narrow margin, for Governor Romney to make up the difference. Either way, the results tonight, essentially a dead heat, Wolf.
Essentially a dead heat indeed. And take a look at this. They've just changed. Santorum is now ahead by 27 votes, 29,892. Mitt Romney, 29,865. 99% of the precincts are in. Anderson, the good news is Piers Morgan has joined us.
Piers Morgan has joined us
news.
Well.
That's a great show I've been doing this evening.
Excellent news, not only for us, but for all of our viewers.
Can I ask you, is it always this exciting?
No.
I mean, it seems like absolutely extraordinary. Is it 5 votes? And one of the great comebacks, I would imagine, in modern political history, isn't it, Santorum? I mean, come from nowhere. Amazing. I've been enthralled.
It's also just fascinating that this is a race where we have seen just about every one of the candidates be the front runner at one time or another. Santorum certainly timed perfectly for this actual caucus night.
And just wait till they start ripping apart Santorum and Newt Gingrich goes after Mitt Romney, as we started to see tonight. So the race is actually going to heat up.
Does it matter at this point? I mean, who comes in first, who comes in second? I mean, we're talking...
Well, in terms of delegates, and remember, 25 delegates are at stake from Iowa. It really doesn't matter because it's not winner take all. Right. It's proportional. So in other words, they're going to divide up eventually the delegates from Iowa, but bragging rights, David Gergen, I know you want to weigh. Bragging rights are important. Even if you win by 5 votes, it's still, I won, but still, for all practical purposes, it's a tie.
I think in some ways it may be more important if Santorum wins by a few than if Romney wins. Because if Romney wins, he was sort of expected, and he's just going to eke it out. But if Santorum wins, it goes to Pierre's point, this great comeback. It gives him a sort of sense of triumph. I always thought, in listening to those 2 speeches tonight, we saw what was happening in this race. Mitt Romney gave a perfectly competent speech. He was, very much on top of the things. But Santorum speaks to the emotions. Right. He makes emotional connections.
Let's talk about his grandfather and his large hands looking at him in his casket. I thought it was very powerful.
Also, isn't it a reward for just basic hard work? I mean, this guy, 377 rallies in 99 counties. I don't know whether anyone's ever put more work into an Iowa caucus in history. I doubt it.
Right,
I think he's got a reward.
Here's everybody. Take a look right now. The vote has just changed. 35 votes.
Wow.
Rick Santorum is ahead. 35 votes ahead of Mitt Romney. Guess what? We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to speak with Rick Santorum right here as our coverage continues.
CNN's coverage of the Iowa caucuses is sponsored by Cadillac and by Norfolk Southern. One line, infinite possibilities. Go to CNNpolitics.com to get the most up-to-date news and facts from the best political team on television.
What if we told you that Cadillac borrowed technology from Ferrari to develop its suspension system? Or what if we told you that Ferrari borrowed technology from Cadillac to develop its suspension system? Magnetic ride control, pioneered by Cadillac, perfected in the 556 horsepower CTS-V. We don't just make luxury cars, we make Cadillacs.
One line helps communities turn plans into reality. Helps shippers forge a path to prosperity. Helps workers get back to work. One line is an engine for the economy and the future. Norfolk Southern. One line, infinite possibilities.
NyQuil, what are you doing?
Just reading your label. Wait, you relieve nasal congestion?
Sure, don't you? No.
Dude!
Tylenol Cold multi-symptom nighttime relieves nasal congestion. NyQuil Cold and Flu doesn't.
Tomorrow night, one's gotten a big Iowa boost. The other is banking it all on New Hampshire. Pierce talks with Rick Santorum and John Huntsman live from the Granite State. Tomorrow night, 9 Eastern.
Ever since we got charter internet, Timothy's been acting a little...
Odd.
Charter has increased its internet upload and download speeds again. I can download 8 songs in 3 seconds, or an entire movie in 2 minutes. I can do anything. I am the internet.
Timothy?
Invisibility!
I can still see you, you know.
Don't have charter internet? Call today and get speeds up to 30 megs for only $30 a month.
Hi, I'm Scott Juseum of the Juseum Group. My team can help you with all of your IRS tax problems. Honest and professional, we don't make false promises. Do you owe the IRS? Do you have unfiled tax returns? We cover all the bases to help you get tax resolution fast. Call us today so we can knock all of your tax problems out of the park.
Call 1-800-240-7016. That's 800-240-7016.
Aaron Burnett out front. Tomorrow at 7, only on CNN.
All right, take a look at this. 99% of the precincts in Iowa have sent in their ballots. Look at this, 13 votes separating Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney. 29,924, 29,911. Ron Paul is in third place. Newt Gingrich is in fourth place. It just changed. Even as we were speaking, now it's 19 votes ahead, 29,935, 29,916. Santorum slightly, ever so slightly, ahead of Mitt Romney. So bottom line is we don't know who has won the Iowa caucuses as of yet. John King, you're looking at that 1%. That 1% of the precincts that have not yet reported. Do we get any clues who might emerge? Because, 19 votes is tiny.
From looking at the results that have come in so far from what's still out, the clues tell you that Governor Romney perhaps will make this up and eke out a very narrow victory. Why? Story County, 98% of the precincts in. If it stays consistent with the rest of the night, Romney's winning this district, Santorum running third. Governor Romney could easily pick up a few votes right there again if it stays consistent. Come out to the eastern part of the state. Ron Paul is actually leading in Jackson County, but Governor Romney is running second. Again, if the percentages stay up, he could make up the ground there. But either way, Wolf, you get a dead heat. And look at the map tonight. The breadth of the Santorum performance is quite impressive, winning in a lot of the small rural counties with evangelical votes, winning out in the western part of the state that is conservative. The question is, where do you go from here? If you go back and look 4 years ago, here's something eerie. Mitt Romney, 25% then. Mitt Romney, 25% now. Almost the same number of votes. The orange here is Mike Huckabee. The reason you heard Senator Santorum smartly talking about the economy tonight in his acceptance speech more than the social issues, look what happened to Mike Huckabee when he went to New Hampshire 4 years ago. There are no evangelical voters in New Hampshire. If you want to take your Iowa bounce and prove yourself in the next state, that is New Hampshire. Rick Santorum quickly turning to the economy. By the time he gets to South Carolina, a lot more evangelical voters here. But Wolf, very smart Senator Santorum tonight saying, yes, the social issues matter, but he knows the campaign moves next to New Hampshire. John McCain territory 4 years ago. Small Huckabee performance because not that many evangelical voters, blue-collar economics as we move on, Wolf.
John, stand by for a moment because we're approaching the top of the hour.